What's up, guys?
That was a great start. I just wiped my nose.
Oh.
Yeah, hi!
Check out our new background we got. It's a wall sticker.
Sunday tradition. Look
This is our Your muscle?
Yeah.
This is our YouTube channel, Ketoconnect.
This is our podcast.
Keto for Normies.
That's me. This is Matt. That's Miley's fat butt.
And Juliet's. And right now they're wrestling over here.
But we're back at it for our usual Sunday YouTube Live. And it's labeled Halloween Frenzy because it's almost Halloween time. So a lot of you might have gone out, right, this weekend?
Yeah.
We did not.
Nope. What are you guys being for Halloween? Hey, Farmer Mima! Do you guys got any good Halloween mysteries to tell us? And I got this new shirt on. It's not on the Teespring yet.
But do you guys like it? We've gotten good feedback so far.
Yeah, let me know what you think of the shirt, if I should put it up there or not.
And the fabric's
the material.
Hella nice.
Yeah, good material.
Baby Lisa.
Who said that?
You just said something. You said something about crime.
Oh.
So he's doing this new, he's doing research on this, like, one crime, and he just keeps saying Baby Lisa over and over.
Yeah, we're starting a true crime podcast. It's going to be a couple months, though, before it's ready. But the first one we're going to do, I think, is the disappearance of Baby Lisa.
Baby Lisa.
Baby Lisa.
See, people like the shirt. It's kind of creepy. It's, like, kind of Halloween-y, too.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like Slipknot, it reminds me of.
Yeah, me too.
Were you guys Slipknot fans?
The pot stickers, I'm sure, can definitely be deep-fried. And no one...
Are you sure with just cheese like that? I'm not sure.
I mean, when cheese heats really at a high temp, it just like hardens. We haven't tried it, but if you can fry it on a stove, I can't imagine.
Hey, from Atlanta,
Hello.
Keto Kalu. We're in Atlanta.
She probably. Keto-friendly drinks around the holidays. Are you talking liquor drinks? Because the apple cider Moscow Mule we put out last week is incredible. It's my favorite mixed drink ever. Definitely make that.
You said hella. Are you from NorCal? No, but we lived in San Francisco for a few years, and at first we were like, these people are idiots saying hella all the time.
I mean, I lived there for 3 years, and that's a good amount of time for you to pick up on like certain words and just use them.
At first I started saying it ironically, like, man, this stuff's hella good, like in a funny way, but now I just actually say it sometimes.
I mean, people would make fun of us when we said mad out there, like mad good.
Yeah.
Right?
Is dextrose terrible in keto? I just saw my Noon tablets have it. Yeah, it's not great, but like if it's just a small amount, I don't really stress over it.
Yeah, it's not gonna have a huge impact. Just finished my daughter's birthday party. She's 4. Yay! Keto cheesecake brownies were a hit. Nice.
Dried cranberries? Those are pretty carb dense.
Yeah, because they're like condensed down, so aren't they like even more?
If you get the fresh cranberries, those are not as bad.
How did we like Dr. Berg's new book? Would you recommend it? So we got it, but
I just skimmed through it.
Right.
Which I do with most books.
Which makes it hard for us to recommend anything or to like say anything bad.
If you're the type of person who likes to have stuff printed out, though, it's good.
Yeah.
But I'd say most of it's covered in his videos. If you've already really seen them all, then you're probably not going to get too much new.
Where can I order allulose? We ordered it from Amazon.
Yeah, we ordered it from Amazon.
Ate like crap all weekend. Any suggestions?
Start eating good.
Yeah, just take tomorrow like, nobody's business. Take it on.
You're broke. What's the best keto fast food? Well, if you're broke, fast food's probably not where you want to be going. You want to be like cooking. Cooking's cheaper than fast food. But I guess if you're like needing to buy something now for cheap fast food.
Wendy's Baconator?
Yeah, like Wendy's bunless burgers. I don't really know.
Everyone does the Baconator. There's Jimmy
That's
John.
not that cheap though, is it?
No, but nothing is really that cheap. I guess McDonald's the cheapest, right? The dollar menu?
Yeah.
But that's just, it's small. It's not going to be filling. KFC.
Oh, the KFC grilled chicken?
Those are good.
Or yeah, B-dubs. I guess that's not really that cheap either though.
Yeah, it's tough to do cheap keto fast food. Drumsticks are on sale. Yeah, there's always a meat that's on sale. Chicken thighs are really cheap.
Is it possible that almond bread is stalling my weight loss?
How much are you eating?
Yeah, it's just calories.
Yeah.
Are you eating too many calories worth of almond bread? Then potentially.
Because you're also just eating almonds. Think about it like that. You're not eating bread.
Less than 0.7 ketones normal on a fasted morning, or am I out of ketosis? I don't really know, actually. I see these charts that are just like posted all over the internet, like 1.5 to 3.0 is the optimal range.
Nutritional? Or
I don't think we know what the optimal range is, and I think if you've been doing keto for a long time, you're definitely not going to be over 1.5 regularly. I've talked to like 10 or 15 people at this point now that are all been doing keto for like 2+ years, and they're like, yeah, mine are usually like 0.3.
Yeah.
Not 1.5.
Yeah, and that's the two of us.
I feel like the chart goes by like Finney and Volek in their book or whatever that says 1.5 to 3.0. I think that's like more in the adaptation phase. Like when you're first adapting to keto, like maybe month 2 or something, you want to see pretty high ketones because you want your body to be generating a lot of ketones.
Even if it's not using them?
But it won't be good at using them. That's why you'll have such high readings.
Right.
That's my current understanding, but I'm always evolving my understanding of this.
Yeah. Do you use grapeseed oil? No, we do not.
We never have.
Do you guys know any good info for folks trying keto with no gallbladder? No.
Dr. Berg.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Berg does have... He has videos on everything, guys. Let's see... Will you do a Publix haul or meal prep like for Walmart? We have done a Publix grocery haul, have we not?
Publix? No, we haven't.
Oh, we just did Kroger?
Yeah, we gotta do one.
So yeah, we'll do Kroger.
I think Matt should do more weigh-ins in his underwear. I should, I guess.
Did you do one for the drinking video?
Yeah, not in I had shorts on or something.
I bought the Kebbies. Yeah. It is amazing. That's great. Yeah, it is really good.
Have you ever done a keto fat fast? Similar to an egg fast, I guess. We have. It's not something I really strongly recommend. I would say a lot of times I think people are doing it because they don't have their diet under control.
Yeah. That's what my first question would be if you're like trying to explore something like that. Like, what's the purpose for you or goal of doing something like that?
Instead of fat fast, I would say just try doing more zero carb keto. That's what we've been doing more towards lately.
But if you're like struggling altogether, start simple by just like bulk prepping something.
Yeah.
And, use it throughout the week in different meals, but like you'll always have something in your fridge.
So fat fast, what exactly does that entail? I guess I have to look into it more. I hear people using egg fast, fat fast interchangeably. But let me know like what you eat on a fat fast.
What do you mean? Yeah, exactly.
Could people who are overweight tend to have higher ketone levels because they are releasing more than they use? I think that's, like if you're overweight, that just means you have like more metabolic, like messed up metabolism and stuff, which everything's easier when you're like a more healthy person and like your body can adapt to keto quicker for the most part. So yeah, there's probably some truth to that.
I'm having horrible leg cramps in the middle of the night. It's if not 100% your electrolyte intake, potassium, right, is maybe you're not getting enough and that's why you're cramping up. So I take Zip-Fizz. I mean, I take it intra-workout, but that's one supplement I use specifically for the potassium because I'm not eating an avocado every day. I'm not getting a ton of potassium.
What's your preferred source of omega-3? Fish oils cool with you?
Yeah, they cool.
I used to take a lot of fish oils. I've been doing a lot of research. I think fish oil is fine, but I've been doing a lot of reading on it, and like most fish oils are probably oxidized and stuff a good amount, like especially the cheap like $6 for 100 of them that you find at Kroger or whatever. So we've been getting a bottle, 16 ounces. It's
cod liver oil.
Wild caught cod liver oil. It's expensive though. It's like $33 for 16 ounces, and that only lasted us like maybe 3 weeks now, and it's almost gone.
We're paying a ton of money to drink something super gross.
Yeah. But yeah, we've been doing cod liver oil, not just normal fish oil.
Right.
I think you want to do a little bit of research into where like the fish oil is sourced from and stuff. It matters a little bit.
Can you guys do a full Thanksgiving meal? Actually, that is our plan. We are getting our turkey from Butcher Box, actually. And I guess I'll just mention it, right?
What?
Until the 31st, it is right now, it's the 29th.
Butcher Box deal?
So the 31st, yeah, we have a Butcher Box promotion going on. $11 off and 2 6-ounce filet mignon. So it's definitely a good time to try it if you've been considering it. I think this has been the best deal so far. Usually it's like 2 free ribeyes or something.
Where can they get to it from?
So that's the issue. I think I asked Matt to post it a bunch of places.
I'll post it after this on Facebook.
So we'll post it on Facebook, and then I will remember to do Twitter. So use that link if you want those.
The moral of the story, though, is if you want to ever try ButcherBox, not now, maybe down the road, there's always like a promotion, maybe once a month, once every 2 months.
That's
so just
true.
wait for that.
Yeah, don't just buy it without the
Your
promotion.
cookbook is probably the only product I'll ever buy from any YouTuber.
Aw, thank you.
That's funny. But yeah, thanks.
How much is the cookbook?
The cookbook? I'm not sure.
We're not 100% sure yet. Is pumpkin keto? Yeah, it can be.
Pumpkin is definitely in the gray area. You can use like the pumpkin puree in a can and
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
in small amounts. I think like a half cup is maybe like 8 grams of net carbs or something like that.
I've been keto for more than 7 months and reached my desired weight, but recently struggling with my sweet tooth again. Any suggestions?
Is this just since you got towards your desired weight? I think there's something to this. I've done some reading on it, but I'm not sure. Like when you're at a lower body fat percentage, I think kind of like proper dieting can be a lot harder because your body like wants to be, the natural evolutionary instinct is like to gain weight so you are like can live longer. So I think when you get to lower body fat percentage, you will have like more cravings and stuff usually, especially if you're like really low body fat.
So what are some suggestions, she asked?
The main suggestion I think that works for me is just tailoring my meal timing to accommodate like when I'm usually hungry. Like what we've done lately that really has helped is
Eating first thing in the morning?
eating first thing in the morning. When you're not really hungry, you kind of get ahead of your hunger a little bit. Not waiting until you're like actually hungry to eat your first meal, and then cutting off eating a little earlier. Because I'm usually like a night snacker, like 8 p.m. If I'm still eating, I'll be snacking on a lot of stuff. So like cutting off at 6, that helps me. It's just like a mental thing.
Yeah.
You can try something like that.
How many Zip Fizzes do you take a day? Lately I've just been doing half because it's really sweet. So I just do half, 1 Zip Fizz per workout. At most I'll do 1, but I don't drink them.
It's 200 milligrams caffeine.
Yeah, so I'm not like drinking them either. And there's 2 carbs net total.
Oh, so I just ordered a bunch of bulk powders today, like maybe 8 to 10 different ones. I'm going to try doing like a keto electrolyte drink, a keto pre-workout, maybe a keto meal replacement thing. I'm just going to be messing with those. Does that interest you guys? Just like a powder thing, like a DIY powder? Inositol supplement thoughts. I've done like a little bit of reading on it. It seems to be mildly beneficial nootropic, but there's other things I'd want to try over that, I think. It's not something I've ever tried, but it's definitely like on my radar of potentially beneficial supplements.
Yeah, I looked at there's a little bit in my my vitamins.
Yeah, it depends what you're trying to do. I always go to examine.com and look at the human effect matrix for any new supplement, and it has like every study in existence and correlated for how high the result like indicates a certain behavior. So you can like get a pretty good read on everything from that. Just go there. DIY powder need a video? Okay.
Are water flavor products acceptable on keto? Kool-Aid, Crystal Light. They're all really...
Kool-Aid has a lot of sugar, right?
Yeah. And
maybe
then
they make sugar-free?
Crystal Light has maltodextrin in it. Super sweet. We've used Stur, S-T-U-R. A lot of people use Mio. There are other better options, I would say.
I would get the liquid ones. Those aren't like bulked with any carbs.
Right.
Why is bone broth so expensive? Have you ever tried buying like bones to make bone broth? I think that's why it's expensive. If you get actual bones, they're like $5 a pound, and you need a couple pounds of bones to make bone broth. So like when we made it one time, it was probably like $12 worth of bones just for maybe like 6 servings of bone broth.
Yeah. And
it takes 36 hours to make.
I smoked a 14-pound turkey. That sounds good. We have not tried Eco Drink. I get terrible stomach aches if I go over my carbs. Is that normal on keto? It could be just your body's not, if you've like dropped your carbs really low and been there for a while, and then like you'll go over your carbs, your body's maybe just not used to digesting that much. And yeah, I think like shifts, if you're sensitive to things, a little shift here or there can cause stomach pains. That happens for me.
What is the deal with bone broth? And this is Bonnie asking. We did a podcast with Bonnie. It's called Project Brand Story. You guys can check that out. It's on iTunes. I think there's 4 episodes of it up. It's basically like going into, like, we're KetoConnect, that's our brand. And we just like the story behind that. It was pretty cool. But what's the deal with bone broth? There's no real deal. It's kind of like trendy right now. It's been trendy for a while, but it's like the nutrients are very like easily absorbable from bone broth. It's mainly like from the bone marrow and the collagen and stuff in bones. And it has like some benefits. Your body easily absorbs the nutrients from it. And it's a good way to get electrolytes.
Another meetup soon. We are still knee deep in the end of our cookbook writing. So then once that's done, we have a lot we want to get ahead of. So yeah, we're hoping so. We're just not sure when. So we don't want to get your hopes up.
I got the keto protein collagen in the mail, but did you say it's not scientifically proven? I think there's some science like pointing in the direction of collagen being beneficial, but I don't think it's super definitive.
Yeah.
No. Have a book signing.
Yeah, we're thinking about something along the lines with the book. It still feels too far to like even be making some plans for that, but I mean, it's where would we just do one? You think, and like one place? Is that how it usually works? Though you just like pick one place and you go there and people come.
Some people do tours and stuff. I don't know what exactly the plan for that is, but
I think a tour would be too much.
It'd be cool to do like a tour, and then maybe there'll be someone we can do a YouTube video with in that location.
Yeah.
Cool stuff like that. Will you do more vegetarian recipes? We like doing vegetarian recipes, but no one else really likes them.
Yeah. We don't really eat that many vegetarian recipes anymore anyway, because we're like kind of on a carnivore kick, or on carnivore.
I've been meaning to ask, would you keep doing keto if you were pregnant?
I would, because, well, I don't read, what was the rest of her statement?
I'm planning on having another kid, and I'm trying to decide whether to keep doing keto or go back to Whole30.
I mean, I am definitely not equipped to be like answering this question to provide you personal advice. Me personally, would I stay keto now if I was pregnant? Yeah, I would. I would talk to my doctor about it, but my body's already adapted and like fully running on ketones. So I think entering a pregnancy at this state would be completely viable and safe. But I don't know you or your circumstances. I would definitely talk to your doctor. Hey, Keto Shan. She created these 2 things.
Keto Shan made these.
Tell Dave we said hi and we love him and we miss him. Do you guys think waist trainers work?
No.
You know what my dad got once? And he used to use it in front of me and my brother when we watched TV. He got one of those things you tie around your abs and you just lay there and it shakes.
Yeah. I think there's...
You thought it worked.
Is there any evidence that says they do work like a little bit? Like maybe you're just burning slightly more calories because you're moving a lot?
I mean, it's not going to help my dad's belly.
Is there anyone more famous than Joe Rogan promoting the keto diet? I don't think there is. He's probably the most... I mean, I heard like LeBron James was on it at some point.
Halle Berry's on it right now.
Halle Berry. But when you hear Joe Rogan describe his keto diet, I don't think he's really doing it that well, because he's like constantly eating, like, he says he goes off it pretty regularly, and he's like constantly eating blueberries and stuff, which are fine, like in moderation.
That's not
but
the worst it could be.
No, he's a very healthy person in general, but I just don't really think he's like adhering to a very strict keto diet. But yeah, it's obviously good to have him on board. Is 6.5 millimole ketones too high? It's bordering on too high.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't... So is that from what? Are you taking like exogenous ketones or something?
Yeah, I don't think it's really that possible to get a 6.5 naturally, unless you have like some diabetic history and stuff, then you can have really high ketone levels, which can be a problem. The banners look awesome, thank you.
Do you vary your veggies or stick to the same ones normally?
We like rotate maybe like 4.
Yeah.
Pretty like broccoli, avocado, asparagus, cauliflower, salads.
Not really salads anymore, and cauliflower gets me super gassy. I'm just like a fart storm at night.
Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin started it? I was the biggest Stone Cold... The keto diet, I think. I was the biggest Stone Cold fan of all time.
No, I was.
We had the black box.
So did we.
I would stay up till 2 a.m. watching the finals. If Stone Cold lost, when he lost to Triple H for the belt, I cried myself to sleep.
Rest in peace.
I didn't... Who rest in peace?
Isn't Triple H dead?
No.
Wait, who's dead? Hart.
Bret Hart?
Bret Hart
and Owen
dead?
Hart, I think. They're both dead.
Who snapped his neck?
Owen Hart.
Oh, it's such a sad story.
But yeah, I would cry myself to sleep if Stone Cold didn't win.
I told you, we met Stone Cold Steve Austin at a hot dog place on our way up to Canada. And he signed a hot dog bag. Saw that Kim Kardashian was on keto and lost 75 pounds. I could not speak. Yeah, I read that too.
Pie.
Pies.
Okay, so here's another thing that's kind of at play lately I've noticed is the definition of keto is being slowly expanded to just anything kind of low carb is keto now. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of these cookbooks and stuff that come out are not that keto-ish. They're more so low carb. But keto is like the hot word to search for. So like you put keto on the cover, obviously.
And there's a lot of people who just like plug and buy. Oh, it says keto, I'm gonna buy it. Like the BPI Sports Keto Bomb Creamer. When are you guys coming to Toronto? Probably not soon, if I'm gonna say so.
We need to at some point, though. Most of the people we interact with on IG are from Toronto.
Canada.
I've lost half my hair volume in the last 2 months. 6 months keto, I've lost 67 pounds. What should I do? That's tough. Are you so in 2 months? No, in 6 months you've lost 67 pounds.
That's still a big drop.
I think maybe you're at too much of a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
Hair loss is usually like calorie deficit or vitamin deficiency or just your body not like handling the change that well. I don't know. I've read a lot about hair loss on keto and it seems like no one like really has the answer. But I think it's probably just calorie deficit. Yeah, we always post a live session once we end.
What's up, KetoConnect? What did I miss?
You want us to fill you in? Okay, first we started with like a quick brief intro.
Can I eat plantains? Probably not.
Oh, that's another good one. Protein. If you up your protein, that can help a little bit. Maybe you're doing too low of protein, which most people doing keto are.
Most people do, yeah.
Fiber. Why don't you like it? Are you talking about our videos where we review products and we talk about it having a bunch of fiber?
Crazy, yeah.
So that's not naturally occurring fiber. That is added fiber, and it's sweet fiber. It's like fiber that adds sweetness to it.
Like the tapioca starch. Yeah.
So if you give me like a protein bar that's 26 grams of tapioca starch, while most of it is actual fiber, it's still not something you probably want to be eating that much just because you don't need 26 grams of fiber in like this 160 calorie bar. And like fiber in excess like that, I think will mess with your ketone levels a decent bit.
And aside from that, like fiber causes like bloating and like discomfort for a lot of people. For me, it does at least. So eating those bars or eating like a lot of baked goods, like packaged ones that have that soluble corn fiber, like Quest bars or tapioca fiber, they make me feel uncomfortable and they like digestive issues. So I mean, if you do eat one, just take into consideration how you feel afterwards, so you can use that moving forward. Are the Costco protein bars okay for keto? Yeah, they're similar to Quest bars.
They use tapioca.
Yeah, and cashews instead of almonds.
Oh, the bagel recipe, that is coming. 1 sec.
We got a lot to film, guys.
That we have to film. We've just been in the last haul of this cookbook. Do you have a ketchup recipe? No. We have a barbecue sauce recipe. You can just buy the 1/3
reduced sugar.
The 75% reduced sugar ketchup.
Thoughts on 1 meal a day? It works for a lot of people, and if it works for you, that's great. Personally, I'm not a fan of it. I find that I consume too many calories in that one meal. I gorge. I feel really bloated and uncomfortable at the end of the day. And I usually, if I was going to do it, I would do it at the end of the day because I work out in the morning. I like to get through my day. But then I'm just starving at that point and it feels like torture. And I don't want to eat.
I don't like one meal a day.
Yeah, I'm just talking about it a lot.
No, same reasons. I guess why are you trying to do it? There's a lot of people that do it with really sound reasoning where they're like, I work all day. I'm not really that driven by food. I'm like, I can just eat all my food at night. It's no big deal. It's just convenient. If that's the reason, then yeah, that's probably good. But if you're like me,
forcing it,
or like anyone probably like here is probably like thinking of ways to more easily reduce calories through like different tactics. And one meal a day is not like a good way to do that. If you're like a sound human being and like have a good relationship with food as it is, then it's probably fine. But for like people like me, I don't think it's that great. What do you think about MCT oil? I use it pretty regularly, probably like 1 to 2 tablespoons a day. I like the benefits of it. It's just like it gives me energy.
Yeah, it's an instant energy. I think it's a great pre-workout. Like the other day I went to the gym early in the morning. I wasn't like hungry, but I wanted something. So I had half a tablespoon MCT oil.
What can you use beef gelatin powder for other than chewy cookies? You can use it in place of collagen in like bulletproof coffee and stuff. Or we're going to try doing more recipes with it, but that's basically what it does. It makes something like chewy. You can also use it for, one thing we use it for was like sauce. After you cook like a chicken thigh in the pan, you just like make a little slurry with the beef gelatin. What?
What's a slurry?
A slurry. It's a cooking term. And then you pour that in the pan and it like makes a nice sauce.
How do you get rid of bloat? I think that's a very personal thing in the sense, what are you eating that is causing the bloating? And that's something you probably just have to keep track of. Like notice when you get the bloat and think about what you ate, and that'll probably give you the answer.
Will keto help with skin disorders? Not sure. I think there's some evidence to say that, but I don't really know.
Have you talked about the backdrop yet? Very professional. Yeah, we did talk about it. Matthew, you came in late. You missed that.
The keto noob. I have constantly low blood ketone levels, 0.4 to 0.8, yet urine strips usually show pretty high 4 months keto. Any idea what's going on? Am I not using ketones efficiently? So when are you doing these measurements? I think that is a decent assessment by you. Maybe, 4 months. Yeah, I guess I would expect maybe your ketone levels to be slightly higher. I don't know.
Or not showing so much on your urine strips.
That too, but really how do you feel is what I would go by.
Yeah. My skin is definitely softer and less blotchy. Yeah, didn't your skin improve a little?
Maybe
Except
a little.
This pimple he just got.
I was talking about this with you the other day. Your skin's so soft.
I know,
and it's like thick.
Yeah, we were sitting on the couch and he was like, your skin is so much thicker than mine. And I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, I think you're right. But like, what does that even mean?
Feel good, so yeah.
Halloumi is life. Very factual. Thoughts on zero carb diet? Too extreme?
It is extreme, but...
Too extreme?
Not too extreme.
Not for me.
We've been doing it for like 2 weeks now. I think, no, maybe longer.
We did it for like 3 to 4 weeks, really strictly.
Yeah.
And we've been testing a lot more lately, though. Past couple 1 to 2
recipes.
Weeks. Yeah.
Doing zero carb is the best I've felt on any diet. So I don't think it's extreme. I guess it's extreme for like the common person to stick to, I would say.
But don't like just do it to do it. Like look into it, figure out if it's good for you. I mean, just because one person's doing it doesn't mean it's right for you. I want to say that.
Yeah, we just name these live streams whatever comes to mind because we can't think of names and we never really have a focal talking point. So there is no real talking point. Just it's Halloween, so we named it that.
When is our sweetener video coming out? When Matt stops being a little punk and does maltitol. He's so scared to do it, and so he keeps pushing it off.
We've already had 2 pretty bad experiences. We did erythritol and allulose, and maltitol is going to be even worse.
Well, we could have done it today. It'd be done by now.
Do you ever chew up Doritos and spit it out? No. What?
That's not a real question.
I think people do that, though.
That's called an eating disorder.
That's an eating disorder. Don't do that.
Matt, stop being a punk. Thank you.
Meat all day. Yeah, you basically just eat really fatty cuts of meat for 0 carb. Some people do cheese and stuff, but the best way is just red meat, basically.
So we decided Miley's a dinosaur. She doesn't fit into her costume, but it's kind of perfect because she's really small, so it makes her look like a big Hulk.
Yeah.
Like me. She's like her mom. And then
it really does.
Julius is a bumblebee.
Which of your keto pizza crust is your favorite? I think mine is the chicken crust. Because it's really low carb and it's not made of cheese. So then you can actually put the toppings on as if it was a normal pizza. Because when you make like a fathead pizza, it's already pure cheese. Then what do you put on top? Do you just put more cheese on top so you're basically just eating a block of cheese?
I like the most recent one we came out with, made of psyllium husk fiber powder.
Yeah, okay.
What?
His friend chewed french fries and spit them out. Can I make a keto version of Doritos? Yeah.
You can put taco seasoning on our Parmesan crisps on our food blog.
You introduced your dad to halloumi and he liked it?
It is amazing. It changed my world.
I'm on a keto diet and all I can think about is carb-dense meals. How can I crush the cravings? I think you probably just want to try powering through. That's really the best bet. You think that's not the best bet?
I don't know. I mean, it's...
Or you can taper off by maybe doing some keto desserts, like stuff like that.
Yeah, I think like just going cold turkey and like punishing yourself is going to result in like stress and like a lot of negatives aside from weight gain and like being able to having cravings. Like you don't want to like stress out the rest of your life. So tapering down is probably a great option for someone like you who's struggling with cravings. It's really a relationship with food. I used to be the same exact way, but now I can like confidently say 2.5 years later, after trying a lot of things for my body, I feel like I can control my cravings and I don't need to just be eating constantly or I feel like left out.
That's not what the peanut butter jar was saying the other day.
What about the almond jar today, Matt?
Fasting for 3 days worth exogenous ketone salts following will put me into a keto a lot faster.
Question. You said that not like a question.
You'll already be in keto after 3 days of fasting, but what is your goal for doing it faster? I think what will make you do it longer, not faster?
Guys, really, this is a big point, and we've talked about this with so many people, and it's pretty much a consensus amongst all the people who have channels. It's about being patient, being consistent, and like not trying to get there faster than anyone else. There's no prize at the end. I mean, you want it to be like a healthy change, right?
Yeah.
You don't just want to like speed there and then what? Like you have hair loss or you have cramps and you have issues. You want to really understand what you're doing and do it like properly, I think.
Mm-hmm. Is it really true you have to eat fat bombs? Who told you you have to eat fat bombs?
You don't have to eat anything you don't want to.
No. Far from true. Fat bombs are highly optional. So you don't have a peanut butter allergy?
No, just tree nuts, not legumes, luckily. That would actually be a blessing if I was allergic to peanut butter. But I'd probably just have to use my EpiPen a lot more. Favorite keto cookie? No Foods versus keto cookie. I can't have either of them, but
they're close.
I feel like I would say
No Foods is huge. It's like 400 calories, and it's basically a meal.
Is it as sweet?
Not as sweet, no. I would
like No Foods.
It's good. It's just like 48 grams of total carbs, and then it's 4 net carbs because it's like all allulose, and I think there's some fiber in it too. Keto cookie, I think keto cookie is going to mess with you less. It's like mostly erythritol. Erythritol is like the safest thing as far as keto goes in my mind. Like, other than stevia. They're
really, really sweet. I think your best bet is to like make a cookie from a blog.
Yeah, that's the best bet.
Other than, don't buy processed stuff.
From our blog.
Any blog. Which nuts are allowed on keto? Whatever nuts you make fit in your macros, but if there's a hierarchy, it's macadamia nuts, then
like pecans, walnuts,
then almonds.
Almonds are good. I mean, basically all nuts. The only ones you really have to be cautious of are like pistachios, cashews. Those are pretty high in carbs.
Oh, I like the way you say cashews.
Cashews?
Cashews.
Cashews.
You say it like fast.
I made Butter Bob's lard fried chicken. Tastes great.
Lard is a good option to use.
What about children on no carbs?
I mean, I wouldn't mess with that personally, but research.
Yeah, do your research. I'm not a doctor.
We don't have kids either.
I'm looking into jumping back into keto after messing up, but don't want to egg fast. Yeah, so look. Why did you mess up the first time? And do you think the best way to not mess up again is to jump into something crazy here? Like, no. The best way to not mess up is just to start doing things that are sustainable. Like, it's easy. I do this all the time. I get into these cycles of like doing a ton of one thing at a time. I just get addicted to things really fast. But like, you just want to make changes that are sustainable. So just start doing a normal day of eating. Don't like restrict your calories a ton. Don't do an egg fast. Just eat keto foods.
What do you think about the keto, about the grenade protein bar? We have a low carb protein bars video
Carb killer.
talking about like 14, but grenade's one we say to stay away from.
Grenade? It has like 8 grams of carbs is what we calculate.
Yeah. Do you ever make anything with the coffee flour from Trader Joe's?
No. It's inedible.
We actually feel so bad because I feel like at least a handful of people bought the coffee flour based on us buying it, and we've just not been able to do anything with it. It's horrendous.
It's the ground, it's like the shell of a coffee bean's ground fiber pulp. It's really gross. Have you tried pork rind pizza crust?
No.
No, I'm sure it would be good. It's just, what are you getting out of that? Like, what's the nutrition? Pork rinds are not actual real protein. It's just like a lot of empty calories. And then I'm thinking to make pork rinds into a crust, that has to be a huge amount of them, right? Yeah. So it's just like, it has to be like 800 calories of really not much nutrition. So I wouldn't eat something like that. But it probably is really tasty.
Oh, there's a tail.
Best exercises for keto for weight loss? I think it's got to be just resistance training, because you're building muscle mass, which is like a metabolically advantageous for the rest of your life. So like every pound of muscle you put on is burning calories for the rest of your life for you, because muscle costs a lot of calories to maintain.
Someone just screamed they do too have protein.
What? Pork rinds?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not like a full amino acid profile. It's not actual protein.
Yeah, you're not. It's not like doing the whole breakdown of protein synthesis.
It's like collagen protein.
Yeah, which is also not like real protein. If you're trying to build muscle, like eating pork rinds and collagen peptides is not doing anything.
Don't count those in your protein macros.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's happy. It's
Yay!
cat day.
Yay for kitties! Yay!
Do you think keto fat bomb edibles would be more effective or bioavailable than THC as fat soluble? Well, I think most of the time, even when they make edibles, they extract the THC into fat anyway. So all edibles have some fat in them, I think. But yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Asking from Cali just so he knows it's legal. Tried the grapau and it was amazing. Glad you liked it.
What do you guys think of Carbulose flour? Oh, like the Carb Quick? I think, is that what you're talking about? Not, I mean, we don't use it.
Carbulose? I don't know. That's a different kind of flour. We've never used that.
Oh.
Can you eat pepperoni your whole life because it's the perfect protein-fat ratio?
It is.
That's a good question. I think you will really be stacking up like the things you don't want. It's processed. Like there's a lot of things to say processed meat is not the best for you. I don't think you want to be subsiding off of only processed meats. But a lot of people that do zero carb, they eat just like steaks. So I would go with that instead of pepperonis. Have you been able to build muscle well on keto? Yeah, we've been building muscle. I definitely am looking bigger. I think this is probably the most, no, I don't know if it's the most muscular I've been in my life.
Zevia good on keto. Yeah, we drink it.
Pepperoni fast.
Got my sous vide today. Can't wait to try it out with ButcherBox meat. Oh, that sounds amazing. We had ButcherBox sous vide meat from Costco. Doesn't sound great, but it was super good.
Oh, you watched the speech of a woman talking about the carnivore diet? Yeah, we're getting her on our podcast. Her name's Amber O'Hearn. She's really good, knowledgeable on the topic. Yeah, she's the person who gave that speech.
OJ Fruit.
Could you talk to Dr. Darren Schmidt on your podcast? I think I've seen he has YouTube videos, right? Yeah, we can look into him. Could you tell? Okay, yeah. Are you cutting or bulking now? I think mostly just both, recompositioning.
Monster Zero on keto. I like to have it. I don't have it every day because I switch with it. I switch it between coffee and that, depending on how I feel. But yeah, I have it. I don't know. I wouldn't drink more than one a day, I don't think, just because I don't want to.
Day 5 of 50, having cravings for sweets after lunch and dinner. Any thoughts? I think that's pretty normal on day 5 because you're coming off your normal
sugar
carb. Your body's used to, like, you know, the glucose spikes after every meal, so like you're hungry right after. It's not really used to the high fat. I think just eat more keto foods is probably the best advice. Don't give in to the cravings and they go away soon.
Do you have any
Yuba tofu skin recipes?
No,
I think I bought that one time from an Asian grocery store. Whenever we go to an Asian grocery store, I buy a bunch of experimental stuff and then Mega gets mad at me and I end up not using it.
He forced himself to eat these like gross duck eggs.
Oh, I loved them. No, I want to get those again next time we go.
I know, you forced them down. You forced them down.
Does L-theanine need caffeine to help with focus? So L-theanine on its own doesn't help with focus. It has like a mellowing effect to caffeine. So it works really well with caffeine. So there's 2 ways you can do L-theanine. I've tried them both. With caffeine, 200 milligrams with like 200 to 300 milligrams of caffeine. That's like you're sitting down and you're going to work for the next 4 hours. Perfect for that. You can also try like 1,000 milligrams at night. Just for like a mental relaxing. You don't have the caffeine. It's just doing like the relaxing. It doesn't have like a sedative effect, but it has like your mind is just at ease and you're not thinking so much about the day kind of effect. I haven't really gone back to using it for that. I just use it with caffeine. I don't like it as much at night. But you can try both.
Do you have a vid making avocado mayo? No, we do not. But we have an avocado oil mayo in our cookbook. What do you mean when you say cutting?
Cutting is like you're trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
So when you're doing like bodybuilders, it comes from bodybuilding. Like bodybuilders are either bulking or cutting.
Yeah.
So like in the off season, they just eat as much as they want, lift it really hard, and they put on a ton of weight. And then when they get to a contest, they cut to get down to like trim shape.
So a lot of people talk about Christian Guzman.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, he's really famous. So I was looking on Instagram and it said, oh, you'd like this person. So I looked at her and I was like, she's a really nice body. And I was just like scrolling through her pictures and then there's this really hot guy in her pictures. And I was like, that's not her boyfriend. She's not that cute. And he looks really Indian. So I was like, who's this guy? And I clicked, it was Christian Guzman. And I was like, wait, is this the guy they've been talking about? Because he's the hottest man I've ever seen in my life. Like, he is ridiculously gorgeous.
I gotta look him up then.
Oh my god. Have you ever seen him?
I've seen him, but I'm just like looking at physiques. I'm not like looking at actual...
But like, it's not even fair the level of attractiveness he is and body physique and just like... I haven't heard him speak though. I guess that could like weigh in on that.
Why are you... So we already answered this, but... Why are you weary of products that has a lot of fiber in it? So products that have a lot of fiber in it, it's usually fiber added for sweetness. It's not like naturally occurring fiber, like spinach has fiber, kale has fiber. You don't just want... Like fiber has a lot of nutrient blocking properties, especially when it's not naturally occurring, especially when it's the kind that's used just for sweetness. So like all these processed bars and stuff that have 20 grams of soluble corn fiber and stuff, it's not ideal, but it probably won't mess with your keto diet too much. But yeah, fiber like that you don't want, really. It's not like beneficial.
Moving on. Move your cookbook date number. Date up?
Move up your cookbook date.
Oh, that's what it says. We don't even know when it's supposed to be released. I think it doesn't depend so much on us, more so on the publishing company, because they do they'll be putting it together. Yeah. How's your fantasy team, Matt?
They are making a run. We're 4-4. We already have this week locked up. I was 2-4. I'm very confident in my team now. I do have Ezekiel Elliott though, so if he gets suspended, that could be bad news.
We have eggnog recipe
On the
already
way.
recorded.
Yeah.
We are just waiting to release it because it's not holiday time. Show them your shirt again. Someone said
My
they
shirt?
liked it. This is going to be on sale soon.
Maybe, if you guys like it. This was just an experimental.
We got a lot of people to say they
You
liked
like
it.
Okay.
Let's just put it up now.
I will put it up, but I'm gonna change all the shirts over to this material. Don't order any shirts tonight. Order them. I'll change the shirts to this material tonight. If you want to buy them tomorrow,
and
not
put
tonight.
this one up. Love the shirt. See, I've never had eggnog before, so when I tried it, I was like, "Oh, this is," because there's such a hype built around eggnog. It's like the best thing ever. And Matt was like, "Oh my god, this tastes like eggnog," and I was like, "I've never had it real, so I can't really tell you."
Yeah, I would always do half milk, half eggnog. When you get eggnog from the store, it's like the thickest thing ever. You can't drink it on its own. If you can, you're a complete savage. I'm addicted to eggnog. It tastes exactly like eggnog. It's really good. It has raw eggs in it though, right?
Yeah.
It has raw eggs in it.
We sell our shirts on Teespring.
The shirts link is always in the description of our videos. Thoughts on Powerade Zero? I drink it occasionally. It's like a good 0-calorie drink. It's sweetened with sucralose, so do your research if you want to drink sucralose. A lot of people drink it for electrolytes, which it has a modest amount of. It has like a little sodium, a little potassium. If you're doing that just for all your electrolytes, you're probably going to need to add more.
Julius is really big. He's also he's
really growing.
He's pooping constantly. He's just a poop machine.
Have either of you played video games? Yes. I played WoW hardcore. I played Warcraft 3 all the time. Played Call of Duty. Played League of Legends a lot too. And Dota on Warcraft 3. I was playing Dota before it was cool.
Hello in Tokyo.
What about Propel? That's what we've been buying from Costco recently. I've been drinking like one every day. White people's relationship with dogs makes non-whites feel uncomfortable.
It does, actually.
That's funny you say that.
My dad gets very uncomfortable.
Have you tried True Lemon flavored drink packets? Yeah, we just bought some, but they have some maltodextrin in there. Those things I ordered. I'm going to try doing an electrolyte mix with them, but I didn't realize it had maltodextrin in it. Thoughts on coconut water? It's just sugar, so I wouldn't drink it.
Why do where are you from? I'm from Philly originally. Matt's from Michigan.
Detroit, represent.
He's from outside of Detroit. He's not really from Detroit. I'm not really from Philly, I guess.
What do you mean? I'm right from next to Detroit. You're from like 45 minutes from Philly.
Like 35. No salt is a good potassium option.
Yeah.
Heard you guys talking about the calm drink recently. Still taking it before bed?
We still have some in there.
But we're not taking it.
I've just been taking pills lately. The pills are cheaper, but the calm magnesium is tasty.
Everyone's like, he's not from Detroit.
Did you see the new shop Jason Whitrock is stoked about? No, what's the new shop? Where do you guys live? We live in Atlanta now. Oh, they have non-sweetened packets. Okay, maybe that will not have...
With all the recipes in your book, have accompanying vids? No.
No.
Some will eventually. We'll release some really...
So yeah.
We have a ton of amazing recipes.
I think book will come out and then we'll do a couple recipes from it on our channel.
What do you take when you have a cold? Oh, Keto Shan, you're here. She has a really good couple recs for colds, she said once. I don't remember. But we don't get colds or take medicine for colds, actually.
Your son played pro baseball in Utica, Michigan this past season.
Oh, cool. Where's Utica? Is it far from Detroit?
It's like an hour from Detroit. Any cheaper alternatives to Precision Extra? Yeah, there's this new one, Keto Mojo, which we're currently doing a video on. We've done like two tests with it so far. We're doing a comparison video. It's called Keto Mojo.
Are the recipes in your cookbook in your program? No, they are not. Yeah, they're not.
What do you guys think about a Crock-pot
series?
Would that interest you? Instant Pot, Crock-pot?
Yeah, so it'll be both.
Where can you find Keto Mojo? Just Google it, it'll come up.
So Keto Shan for cold said Fisherman's Friend
cough
drops are sugar-free and Zicam nose spray and nose swabs. There you go. Crock-pot, yes. Okay, cool. We're definitely going to do
Okay,
crock pot
sweet.
because you can do desserts, you can do meals, you can do it all.
Oh, I've never had a crock pot dessert before, I don't think.
Ooh, we're going to do so many. Freezer meal prep's a good idea too, and then you can just throw it in the crock pot.
Giveaway on those mojos? We could maybe make that happen.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, we'll see if we can make that happen. Is it impossible to eat fruit while being on a keto diet? It's not impossible. I think at some point you probably won't really want to as much. It's more of like a treat, I would consider it. But you just have to think, like, the fruit that you're getting in grocery stores is not like actual fruit. It's like these things that have been so modified to just be super sweet and sugary. And they have like a little bit of micronutrients too. But I mostly just eat vegetables. I don't really do fruit much. But you can fit it in.
Mega, do you wear a belt when lifting? No, I don't. And I recently thought about it, and I was talking to Matt about it, because I never really understood why, but like it's usually just for like deadlifts. It's for like the main ones, deadlift and like not bench press and squatting. But like when you're going really, really high weight, and I'm not hitting PRs,
I don't
guys.
use a bench either.
So I don't.
Belt.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna get a belt to look cool and then like be pushing like 10s for flies or something stupid, you know?
Yeah. So that inositol supplement, you guys, I saw Jason's video on it. It's like a nootropic of sorts. It's definitely something that's been on my radar, but I think there are some other things. I'm gonna try making a nootropic video at some point. It's something I really am into. But I just don't really know how much the common like keto dieter is into nootropics, nootropics are basically like experimental supplements that can give you better brain function, which is kind of scary for a lot of people. But inositol is in that category. It's not like one of the ones I'm really interested in. It's not super exciting to me. I think there's other ones you might want to look into instead of that, but that is definitely like in the category of beneficial nootropics.
And that's because we've dabbled with quite a bit of nootropics, but for someone who hasn't, like maybe Jason has never, so experiencing inositol was very like effective for him.
Yeah.
Or,
I think it was also his wife has PCOS, I think, and I think it has some benefits towards that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ow, Julius.
Have you ever tried modafinil? No, that's like the gold standard of nootropics.
I've tried modafinil.
You have?
Modafinil in India, that's what they call it.
What have your results been with the blue light glasses? It's hard to say yet, but...
I mean, besides looking like a nerd?
Yeah.
I
think it's definitely helping. And it makes a lot of sense to why it would help. Do you guys do the blue light glasses at all? I'm curious. I've just gotten them for the past 3 or 4 days and I've been doing it.
How did you come up with the name of your dog? Matt's obsessed with Julius Caesar, and he tells me about him all the time, or used to.
Julius Caesar's basically the greatest person who's ever lived. Like, he went from nothing to being one of the most historical, like, remembered people ever. Very impressive. I like the rise to fame like that. That's why I like rap music so much. Have orange glasses, not sure it helps.
Will there be more collaboration with Headbangers?
When we're in India.
Yeah, we're trying to work on like if we do collaborations like in-person ones. So probably not soon.
Are we gonna go to India?
Eventually, when we're married.
No, we don't. That's the one thing. Everyone likes Stranger Things. We don't really like it that much.
We watched like the first, I want to say like 5 episodes to give it a legit chance, and it was just like we were not into it.
They're doing Caesar quotes now.
Julius just eats everything in front of his face, including Miley's litter. We just catch him like burrowing in her litter. It's disgusting.
Oh, yesterday we watched a YouTube original show where they were designing sneakers, though.
And we watched way too many episodes. I was like, this is boring.
Sean Stevenson speaks highly of the glasses.
What are you doing, Bubba?
The Killing is a great show.
Yeah, we need more shows.
Yeah, the music was really good. The thing I did like about Stranger Things is it really did a good job of setting the scene for like an 80s time frame, which I can kind of remember because I was like a little kid. It reminded me of my childhood, kind of.
Yeah. The 100 is a great show. Should have called him Chewie. I know. He's kind of like Chewbacca, right? His like fur and stuff. Matt's seen all of Dexter.
Whose video should I watch to learn about the zero carb? So you should listen to some interviews. We actually just recently had
Sean Baker.
Sean Baker. We just had him on our podcast. This episode's going to come out in a couple weeks. There's also a person whose channel I like. He just is more in the experimental. Like, he eats a lot of raw foods and stuff. His name's Frank Tufano. He has a good YouTube channel. It's just pretty extreme. Like, you'll probably not like it, but I like it.
John Mayer or Migos? Well, that's a really, really tough question.
Migos' new album, I'm so pumped for it. Culture 2.
But I love John Mayer, and I really love Migos, and I can't choose. They're both just so different.
Did you see the new Migos song? It has Nicki Minaj and Cardi B on it, and they're beefing.
Whoa.
Yep.
That's impressive. Migos pulled some strings right there.
Yeah, Migos can pull whatever they want.
Ever get brain fog after a long workout? I get fatigued, but I don't get brain fog. I usually feel like actually more sharp.
After workouts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Full body or targeted workouts? I don't ever do full body. I always do just certain body parts. Targeted, I guess you could say.
The new Miley album is so sick.
Oh, Miley Cyrus has an album?
I think, are you joking about our cat, or are you talking about Miley Cyrus? You're probably talking about Miley Cyrus, but I immediately thought you were talking about Miley or Keto.
Christian broke a 9-day fast today? Tell us about it, Christian. How did that go?
Well, you can't speak to us, so I guess we can't just like sit here and wait.
You know what? He lost 20 pounds in 9 days. Is he serious? Christian's one to joke.
He's just a big fat liar. Just joking. He might have actually done that. 20 pounds doesn't seem too far off.
For 9 days?
Yeah. Or how'd you ease back into it? I guess I'm wondering.
Yeah, what was your first meal and stuff?
What else we got going on? What's on your mind, boo-boo?
I'm really wanting to start this true crime podcast.
Yeah. So we actually did one podcast already.
It wasn't good enough.
But Matt got really nervous throughout the thing.
I did not get nervous.
Yeah, you were like, I don't know how to speak anymore. I don't want to tell the story. And I was like, just talk to me.
Too much pressure.
He felt so much pressure. So we're going to try again. And it's really fun to do.
After day 4, you're not hungry. Yeah, that's what I've heard a lot of people say. And so we're almost done with the cookbook, so we'll get back
Due on
into
Tuesday.
making like vlogs, and we haven't done a vlog in like a month or something. Making better recipes.
Yep.
Just doing a lot of good stuff. Making better videos.
Yes, we're really excited. We got a lot on the horizon with the holidays around this corner. We're gonna do a Thanksgiving thing. We've talked about the plan is to do like a little series with a bunch of recipes. And the New Year's right around, guys.
We're gonna have a New Year's starting keto series, I think.
2018, jeez Louise.
And we gotta start keeping our ideas close to the vest.
How close?
Don't give them away.
This close?
This close. Have you guys stopped eating veggies altogether? I've never been a big veggies eater, but I couldn't give them up completely. We have for now, not like for life, but yeah, we just stopped eating them lately.
Will your cookbook be available in Canada?
I think so. Julius, come on.
Mega, convince my girlfriend to lift weights. Ow! He just bit my foot. Why doesn't she want to lift weights?
She doesn't want to get too bulky.
What's her reasoning?
I love when girls say that. I don't want to get too bulky. I just want to get toned.
Christian, I ate a pickled chicken breast avocado. Then I ate Wendy's. That's the way to break it. It's a good way.
What can I eat if my protein is too high and fats are too low? You can make like some fat bombs. You should probably that's something you get under control like
early on
tomorrow.
In the day.
Yeah, like tomorrow do better. You should be like planning ahead a little bit more, I feel like.
Yeah, we got a good deal on like some pork belly at Kroger, and that has really, really been good for
pork belly.
Because it's like 5 protein, 16 fat. It's super good.
No, it's not. It's like 25 fat and like 2 protein, isn't it?
I don't know. I thought I looked at the label and it said exactly what I said.
What's the thinking behind the name ketoconnect? That's a good question. And Megan apparently didn't even know this when I came up with the name. Ketoconnect. Like, if you're wanting to get into the drug game, you need a connect, right? So if you want to get into the keto game, you also need a connect. That's what my thinking was behind the name. Keto. We're the Keto Connect. But it can be interpreted a lot of different ways. Like, I don't think most people, when they see us, Keto Connect, that's what they're thinking. They're like, oh, they're just like friendly people who connect with others.
We've actually been told by people in our complex that we look like we're just like, he looks like a cop, and I just look like a really, what's it called? Like a straight edge. Like
a straight edgy?
We don't do anything outside of the realm of like just church.
An eighth of avocado.
Keto t-shirts, please. Yes, Matt, I'm going to remind him he's going to put up some new stuff tonight, so definitely wait till tomorrow to buy stuff.
What are your favorite Young Thug lyrics? I don't know off the top of my head. My favorite song is Check.
There's so many good lyrics.
There's this really good video, Christian, if you want to look it up. It's a linguist dissects Young Thug's lyrics. Watch that video. It's on the Genius YouTube channel. It's so good.
Still can't believe you didn't get the .com.
I know.
I know. I eat pork belly almost every morning for breakfast, 4 a.m. I marinate, then grill it. Very filling meal. It is very, very filling. I had like an ounce for a snack once, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. The cookbook will probably, I think it's just hard copy as of now as far as we know, but, we're going to figure more out.
My wife hates you because I said you were more beautiful than her.
That's so mean. She's the most beautiful person to come into your life. That's right. That's how you feel about your best friend, partner, soulmate.
Oh, I'm feeling the pressure already, and I think we have like 130,000 subscribers right now for the rap song at 200,000. I'm like already starting to think about some lyrics. I'm in the elevator. I'm like rapping to myself.
Ooh.
But
I want to see
it's
that.
not going to be pretty, guys. But another thing I'm kind of thinking, like in the back of my head somewhere, just being fully honest with you guys, I'm like, I have 200,000 YouTube subscribers. There's like a little chance this song pops off, and then like Atlantic, Columbia, they come knocking.
Motown Records.
Like, the hope for a rap career is not completely over yet.
Just kidding. Motown doesn't exist anymore, does it?
No, it does, actually. Yeah, good call. We should get a covered cat litter box. It's going to be epic.
Julius will just get stuck in there, and then we'd have to take off the lid and pull him out. He has to go potty really bad.
Yeah, he does. And my phone's about to die. It's been an hour. Should we call it soon?
We love you guys. Thanks for joining us for our Sunday Halloween frenzy. What?
Good call. I should wear the blue light glasses in my rap video.
Go put them on for the people.
You want me to, where are they?
Go get them quickly. They're your glasses.
Okay.
He never knows where anything is. Julius eating cat litter. Is that his keto diet? Ugh. Yeah, it really, really is. MC Ketone, that's a good one. Do either of you have tats? Yeah, I have a tattoo. This is his daytime.
These are them.
These are daytime though.
So I actually sprung and got the Dave Asprey ones, which have the blue and the red ones. Because I did want to get the red ones, didn't really research them enough though. These do like 90% of what you want, the blue light ones. Ali G. But then the red ones I put on at like 9 p.m. and you basically just can't see anything.
7:15.
7:15.
But yeah.
Whenever I want to seduce Mega, I just pop these on.
Yeah. And he repeats the phrase junk light.
If you guys have ever watched Dave Asprey, his podcast or his videos, he's always talking about junk light. So I just like use it comically, and I keep saying like, you can't let all this junk light get in.
And like when I'm mad and screaming, he's like, but the junk light, Mega, the junk light. I'm like, get out of my face. I will be rapping, don't you? Like, I am definitely rapping.
I might even come in with some high notes too. I'm gonna do a little bit of singing.
I'm gonna do all the ad libs.
No, I'm gonna do something.
No,
too.
I'm doing all the ad libs.
I need to come up with a signature one.
I'm not nervous to rap. Matt is nervous. I know I'm pretty good. I'm not really good.
I'm just wondering, like, I want to take this kind of like a serious rap song and be like, hey, this is my chain on, like, just crazy,
okay,
like.
Don't do that, because then you're giving them bad insight.
Like, it's not going to be, should it be somewhat keto related, or am I just going to be doing like some, like, making it rain at the strip club, Benzes?
Yeah, see, how inappropriate can it be?
It's going to be pretty inappropriate, maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. Let me know how inappropriate it can be.
Okay. Please answer Sam Lurch's question, and he's asking a serious one.
Well, how do I... Now we gotta find Sam Lurch. Okay. I'm 15 years old and doing keto. My parents think it's bad. What do you suggest to tell them? Huh. Let's get serious. So, honestly, like, you gotta put yourself in your parents' position, right?
Right.
You're a 15-year-old kid. You want to do something that's outside of normal. They're probably going to be like concerned, and they care about you. So, like, I would just, it's hard to convince your parents of things.
Especially when you're not like buying and cooking everything, right? You live at home, you depend on them.
Basically, like, what they say goes, so you kind of have to abide by that. I think, trying to just convince them over time. Show them. Are they going to be interested in like reading research on it? Because I know my parents wouldn't be. So like whatever you show them is not really going to matter, at least in my experience. But I think you just got to tell them like you want to try being healthier. You think this is a really good way for you.
Julius!
I don't know.
He's just ripping up.
It's tough.
And what are your goals? Like, why are you doing a ketogenic diet? You know, explain that to them. We don't really know you or your parents, so it's hard to gauge. But
I think give them a good reason of why you're doing it. Tell them show them some of the science behind it.
Be willing to get blood tests and talk to your doctor to prove to them.
Yeah.
You know, at 15, you probably have to do a lot of convincing, unfortunately. That's that.
All right, Julius is going nuts.
Okay. We love you guys.
Thanks for hanging, guys. See ya.